Lord, stand if you can, and we'll say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Call order, roll call, starting on my right.
Councilperson Brett Meyer. Councilperson Brett Fire.
Mayor Jimmy John King.
Councilperson Craig Anderson.
Councilperson Jeremiah Holton.
We'll be looking for approval of tonight's agenda. Anything from there?
Anything from the table?
So moved. Motion to approve, we have a second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, that'll carry. Approval of council meeting, regular minutes, May 9th, 2023.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
We have a motion to approve, do we have a second?
Second.
Discussion or questions? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, that one will carry also. We have the accounts payable with the additional listing there, and if you have any questions, direct them to Finance Director Carl.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
A motion and a second. Any questions or discussion on the accounts payable? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, that'll take us into motions of general business. First thing under motions of general business tonight is Summerfest 2023, approval of liquor license and parade street closing. Summerfest 2023 is right around the corner, and approval is needed for two items. Number one, a temporary liquor license for the Chamber of Commerce to sell beer on July 3rd during the dance at Bear Cave. And number two is to close down the streets along the parade route shown below.
Two motions or one?
Can we do this one? It says here to approve the temporary liquor license and street closing for parade route. Let's make two
Let's
motions.
do them two, so that liquor license thing can be on it, so.
I'll move to approve the temporary liquor license for the Stewartville Chamber of Commerce.
We have a motion to approve the liquor license, the temporary license. Do we have a second?
Second.
Questions or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed. Next motion we're looking for is approval of the street closings for the parade route.
Make a motion for street closings for the parade route.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Questions or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed. That one also carries. Next item tonight, under motions in general business, is approval to change the speed limit on 10th Street Northwest. At the October 21st, 2021. Is that right, Bill? 2021?
Yeah, it was actually a year ago, and then we just said that we'd be bringing it back at your spring one here, so.
Discussion was held in regards to changing the speed limits on 10th Street Northwest. Now that the city has control of the street. Here's what the minutes read. Shell stated that the final paperwork on the takeover of the streets is in the works. He asked for consideration of lowering the speed limits. Council discussed lowering the speed in two areas. The first was to try 30 miles per hour from Highway 63 to 11th Avenue, which would be where you turn to go to the Bear Cave School, with a proposed speed sign installation, and then try 45 miles an hour from 11th to the I-90 bridge. Action, council directed the staff to prepare the necessary paperwork for approval. Staff is looking to move forward with the above action unless directed differently. So the discussion and the questions in the action requested would be on those two speed limits changed. To change the speed limit to 30 miles an hour from Highway 63 to 11th Avenue and 45 miles an hour from 11th Avenue to I-90 bridge.
I had a question on that though, like right now, what is it on that road near I-90? Is it 55 or 45?
55
It's
after
40
you get past the
from
bump.
63 to about the first Bear Cave entrance, we turn to the amphitheater is 45,
Okay.
and it's 55 from there out to all the way up.
Is there, what was our reason for going from 55 to 45 after 11th Avenue? Just because?
Well, kind of because it's still, at that time, the Northwest, like Gundersons were gonna put in, and there was gonna be more homes and stuff, and we figured it'd be,
No, yeah.
A little bit
I
later back.
knew we talked and I couldn't remember what it was.
that's why we proposed that part of it too.
And then the 30 was considered because Bear Cave is becoming a busier park,
Correct.
the school, and then the chamber said, especially during Summerfest with all the activities and pedestrians,
Well, I
that
think the
reason?
30, I think the 30 there
Trying
makes
it.
sense for sure. Absolutely.
It'll take a while for everyone to get used to, but hopefully there's good enforcement.
It's actually
Now,
55 in front of the barricade right now. It's actually 55 in front of the school right now.
It's 55 clear to barricade, yeah, once you get the,
Once you get to like.
past the cemetery, it's
Once you get to the
55.
cemetery, it's 55 past the school.
Yep. Which equates to a little more, but
I'm okay with it.
Jeremiah?
I was just wondering, does it really need to be 45 all the way out to 90? I mean,
I'm still gonna go 60 regardless.
yeah, I think everyone's gonna do that.
I'd put these numbers, we just hope they stay down.
The 45 part.
Right, yeah. And no, and I know, I've had people that live on 10th, who, you know, complain about the speed of the traffic coming into town, you know, especially since Highway 30 is bypassed around.
Yeah.
They're taking 10th and as a shortcut, so there's a lot of traffic that comes by there. You know, trucks and stuff.
It'll take some education first, but hopefully we can get it dropped down.
So,
Josh?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with changing the speed, like you said, I think it comes down to enforcement, and if that can happen, then we should be fine.
Brent?
I think 30 is good from going out to Bear Cave. Really don't matter to me after that. It's 45 or 55.
All right, so do we have a motion one way or the other to change the speed limit to 30 from 63 to 11th and 45 from 11th to 90?
I'll make a motion to change the speed limit.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Do we have a second? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? There you go, Bill, carries. Sean can get the signs up. Next item under motion general business, development agreement, second amendment addendum, human business park. In 2003, the city entered into a development agreement with Henry and Luella Schuman regarding the development of the Schuman Business Park First Edition. The original agreement expired in November of 2012, and the Stewartville Economic Development Authority negotiated a new development agreement for economic development, Schuman Business Park First and Second Editions, and council approved on October 24th, 2012. The development agreement expired once again on November 1st, 2021. And Marvin Schuman, on behalf of the Henry and Luella Schuman Trust, has requested that the agreement be extended until all lots are sold, with all the terms in the 2012 development agreement remaining the same. Attached is the second addendum that mirrors the first addendum that's prepared by the city attorney Melanie Leth and signed by Marvin Schuman, personal representative of the Henry and Luella Trust. So the council action requested is to approve the resolution to execute the second addendum to the development agreement with the Henry and Luella Schuman Trust as presented, which would be effective May 23rd, 2023, until all lots are sold. Questions or discussions on this?
So what happens now, like, it says that it expired back in 2021, but clearly there's been a lot sold since, in the meantime, what does this agreement change, like, what does that do? I guess like the whole thing, it wasn't in there, so.
Both parties have always honored it with the original terms, even if.
But like, what is the city's responsibility of this and why, I mean, it's not like we don't profit, or do we just advertise the lots, is that what that is?
Yeah, we help market it, and then Schumann's don't expect our payment to them when a lot sells until we get paid. That was the beauty
Oh,
of this
okay, I get it.
whole relationship. You know?
You'd have to buy the farm first and try to sell them.
I get it. Yeah, I'll make a motion to
How many
extend it.
lots are left? Oh, sorry. How many lots are left?
It's just two.
Just two?
Yeah.
Well, we have a motion to extend, to approve the extension. Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Do we have any questions? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That also carries. Well, we're out of motions and general business with the mayor's report. Tonight, the city of Stewartville would like to send their sympathies to the families of Ron Rockland, Bob Conity, Don Clements, Kenny Elke, Sandy Patachik, Orville Elcott, Carol Bassett, and Dick Graff. Well, it's National Public Works Week. Thank you to our crew for their hard work in keeping our city running and looking amazing.
Where's Sean's flowers?
And you look amazing too, Sean. Tell the guys.
I think you had a freshly shaved bean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if I thought you were serious for half a second, I would say thank you.
No, really, thank you guys. Tell the guys thanks. We always appreciate it. You got her looking good even with all the rainy weather, trying to keep up on the mowing and stuff. Doing a great job. And don't forget, Memorial Day is right around the corner. It'll be held at Woodlawn Cemetery on Monday, beginning at 10 a.m. Thank you, Commander Ron Moore, for giving our community a chance to remember and honor our past soldiers. There will be no parade again this year. They'll just be starting right down there by the corner
Inside
of
the cemetery.
March end. Like to see you all there. It's usually a pretty good turnout. And it's just a small way, 10 a.m. Small way we can thank our servicemen and women. That's all I've got. City Administrator report.
Just a short report in your packet. Mayor mentioned the events coming up for the community. And then, just on the, street closing, during that 2-hour time frame of the parade, the detour traffic, when they come from the south, is gonna have to jog a little bit behind like House Chevrolet.
The elevator.
First and the elevator, and so just hopefully all our citizens are tolerant for 2 hours. We'll try to keep them as close to the truck route as possible.
Are we gonna try and slide it down to 4th Street?
But no, I mean, we'll do that route you suggested.
Well, that would take it to 4th Street, so we can go
Yeah,
on
of course, yeah. So, it's just by nature of what's being done on Fifth is what's causing a little bit of disruption, so.
Hey, Bill, I forgot to remind him, we better remind him too, that Veterans Park, hopefully, we're having a grand opening or a dedication on June 11th before.
Yep, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's a Sunday afternoon.
Any other questions or comments for the city administrator? All right, thanks, Bill. Takes us to our finance director, Carla, you got a report?
Just that we did get the formal reports, so the final reports from Mike Ubani from the capital planning, and we do have some additional copies of those, or we do have them electronically too, if you would like them as well.
So before you go, if you want a hard copy, yep, I've got them, and if you want the electronic, we'll get it sent to you.
Yep.
And that's just basically a first draft, because it's still amenable to revisions, changes, things that you want to maybe more formalize too.
All right. Any other questions for Carla? All right, thank you, Carla. Public Works. This is, of course, being National Public Works Week. We're gonna give you all the time you want, Sean.
Good, because Gemma's not here, she has her daughter's concert, so I will cover some of that stuff quick for her. The report on all public works stuff is in there, as far as catching up on her end, the 2 street projects, the south portion, they started pulling matting off today, and they're gonna start underground tomorrow. So they're moving along, they got the 3rd phase done first because of the gas company moved things up, so they did 3rd, and then they're going back with the 1st phase done. So 3rd phase is just waiting for the concrete guys to get in there to put the sidewalks back in, the subgrade is all in there. The north project on 5th Avenue, they are through 4th Street with the underground. There are some issues with the weather conditions, with the base of it. So we've had them farm it, work it up so that it can dry out, and then they gotta repack it. They did it once today, they need to do it again a little bit longer, so we've got good forecast for the next week. So hopefully by this weekend, the people on that stretch have driveway or can get to their driveways. I sent out an email telling them all that it's extending it out a little further because their only other option is to subcut more and put rock in deeper, which drives the price up. So hopefully they're willing to sacrifice getting to the driveways for a little bit longer until that stretch and to save that money. Other than that, they're all on schedule, all moving along with warm weather, dry weather now we've got, they're making good time, so. Wastewater plant, the roofing out there, they're moving along, they're way ahead of schedule. So they're replacing the roof on and be moving to the next one, hopefully within a couple of weeks.
So apparently the brush dump, the cameras and charging, the commercial stuff made like a sizable difference in how much is out there?
Well, we paid for the cameras in the first year, and now it's.
Well, I'm just saying, like, cause I was out there dropping some stuff off the other day and it looks darn near empty, actually. So, I mean, I remember last year sometimes it was just full, so I assume though it's too early in the year though.
Controlling that, plus we push it up and burn it more often, and try to stay on top of it to prevent it from getting out. It's just easier to keep it controllable than it is to let it get out of hand.
Right.
So,
Good.
no, they've been nice, because the amount of material we get now is easily cut in half of what we used to get.
Cool.
Any other questions for Sean? Mark, you wanna get a photograph of him or anything, or?
I'm trying to think how long it would have taken Jenna to tell us the same thing you just told us.
What's that?
How long would it have taken Jenna to say the same thing that you just reported?
I just have something to add. I want it on the record about the questions and complaint about the chickens in Country View Estates, the properties that have chickens, just so it's on the council record.
Bill, you can talk to Cheryl about that.
Yeah, we'll try to look into that here. And 2 complaints, you said,
Yes.
from citizens, okay.
All right, Sean will be handing out autographs after the meeting if anybody wants them. He's a rock star of the public works director. All right, so we got the engineer's report out of the way too. Well, for our next rock star report, we got Nate coming up.
So,
Good, Nate, you got a tough guy to follow that.
the library couldn't function without Public Works, so and I'm sure Public Works can function without a library. A couple quick things above and beyond what's in my report. We had to have a little fella had an accident at the library during story time, so we had to have our carpets cleaned this afternoon. Also, as a hedge against a possible government default, we transferred about $160,000 of our foundation money into a 12-month bond as a hedge against the stock market crashing. So that's a pretty conservative move, just with a 5% return over that 12 months to try and just basically keep our money safe and secure going forward. And our summer schedule is in your packet. We are doing so many things, and I tried to kind of plan this summer like a playlist, kind of rev up, keep the vibe going, and then ease down at the end of summer, and I think that's what we got going there.
So can you use the Play-Doh from the Play-Doh kit to catapult, on the catapult kit, put them together?
We could, yes, and it's not just a normal catapult kit, it's a trebuchet, which is, what's that?
No.
I don't know what it is.
You're gonna be launching pianos and stuff.
A trebuchet, so like a normal catapult kind of uses a resistance and just sort of flings something this way.
This is a weight.
And this is a weight based, so like you can control how far it goes by how much weight you put in the basket.
How many kids are gonna be licking Play-Doh that day?
Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping they're licking Play-Doh all summer.
Any other questions or ideas for Nate? How big a trebuchet, you just little tabletop
These,
ones?
little tabletop ones. It's kind of a throwback. One of my first years as a library director, we did a giant trebuchet, and we had a program in August so that people could launch summer squash across the park.
Yeah.
So,
So I say, we don't need no pianos flying, cows flying through the air.
Even if it's legal, we don't need to introduce cannabis to the tie-dye party at the end of the summer, okay?
Seems fair.
All right, any other questions or suggestions for Nate? Thank you, Nate. No fire chief, no pool director yet, but that'll be coming right.
Can you go over like when the pool opens for everybody since we're on pool director?
June 5th.
June 5th?
we started working with the school district on a couple fun events, and, but June 5th is the at least tentative scheduled
Wow,
date. We're coming up, so a week away.
It's up and running.
coming right up, yep. Slides are all waxed up and ready to go.
They did a TV interview down there today, so.
Yeah.
You going on a slide or anything, Bill?
Well, it was a little hot.
I sure hope they don't raise the taffy another day.
Great.
Okay, committee, commission, board reports, chamber of commerce, we got nothing in the package.
Oh, free tacos today. Taco Bell.
Well, that's right, that's right. We had
Yeah, they're
grand
for the ribbon
opening,
cutting.
yeah. Should have been there, Brent. Taco Tuesday, grand opening out there, there's some delicious tacos and soft drinks. They're happy to be in town, they say they're doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out, I'd never been inside, so I've been through the drive-through, and I thought, God, it's tiny. And like Joya was saying, because we filled the whole place up pretty much, Joya said 80% of their business is through the drive-through. That's
Yeah, that young man was here, manager of Ada.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, and
Not
then the other
the
guys
guy that was
over there?
serving us, no, that guy, the other guy, not the guy serving
Oh,
us.
really?
EHRA. Let's see,
Met last week,
yeah,
couple things going on downtown, so. Beautification project.
we had 2 beautification people, we have 1 project that will be coming right up in July, or sometime, wasn't it July? No, that's when they're shutting down. There'll be some,
Something in the fall is.
yep, some fun stuff, we got finance. All right, library,
We met last week.
Yeah, minutes should have been in your packet, but you'll get them soon.
They're not in there
yeah,
yet.
they're not out there. Fire them over with a trebuchet when you get them. Park board,
We met 2 weeks ago and the minutes should have been in there this week, but they're not.
Did get bids back on the trail through the park, got 2 bids, they're, I believe, very favorable. We just got the second one this afternoon, so we'll present it at the next council meeting for approval, but, yeah, for the Rolling Ridge. We talked about there, and then the picnic tables have been ordered.
Was it both pavement or did you do one concrete?
No, pavement, it came back, I was impressed with how the prices came, so.
okay. Personnel,
Nothing,
planning and zoning,
nothing, meeting coming up in a week.
public safety. Anything for us?
No.
There's calls for service are in there, but they're under public works. So.
Oh, okay, they got a, public works. Yeah, the April and May, March calls for public safety under public works, or did you want them there? You know they were gonna get big,
Whatever you want, yeah.
you knew they were gonna get recognition tonight, so
Yeah.
trying to get part ready.
And then, that Public Works Committee's meeting next, Wednesday.
Yep.
So,
Ready?
no report,
Roll call,
and their meeting got canceled, so.
roll call did?
Pardon?
Roll call got?
Yep, got canceled, so no report.
Transit Advisory Committee, no report tonight. Communications, nothing in our packet. Open mic. See anybody wants to use that? Last motion, vote to adjourn. Second. All in favor, say aye.
Bye.
Opposed? Adjourned.
Excellent.